Yo, what up? What is the deal? Man, we're gonna be talking about these Travis. But then again, I guess in theory, man, it ain't much to talk about. Like flat out. Been lacking some information on these joints. Trying to see what the deal is. Give me a sec. Let me tap into my stuff here. Shout out to everybody who's tapped into the stream. But first, y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta get some music going. It's too quiet up in here. Let's see. Here we go. Get some music going. Ah. Air Jordan 1 Fragment. Lows 2.0. Man, what is the deal? There is so much chatter. There's so much controversy. There's so little chatter. Oh man, there's so much nothing as well. So I mean, it's a lot of chatter mixed in with no chatter. So trying to see what the deal is with these joints. I don't know. I'm not hearing much as far as on the sneakers app. The Travis Scott website password page isn't up yet. Everything is kind of dark at the moment. Everything is dark with these kicks. So I'm on here to check the temperature. How y'all feeling about these kicks? I'm on the record for saying that, like, even last week, I was like, man, I could see these kicks reselling for like $400. And then earlier today, I was on with my guy Jay Elevate. I was like, man, I don't think we're gonna see anything below 1,000 with these kicks on the resale market. I had to change the tune because the hype is changing on it. But you know, it's Travis Scott, man. So the hype's gonna be there, but these fragments are different than the Velvet Browns. These things are different than, I don't know, they're different. And I'm not even trying to hype it up. It's already there. I'm hearing stock numbers of 40,000 pairs. I'm hearing that it's only gonna drop on the Travis Scott website directly. Um, and if that's the case, I mean, you can kiss these pairs goodbye. That don't mean that no one's gonna cop on them on the website. But yo, what up? What up? What up to everybody in the building? My bad. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm over here sitting in the dark. Daredevil, what up? I'm doing good. I'm checking the temperature on these Travis Scotts, man. These fragments, these 2.0s. Trying to see what the temperature is. At the moment, it's not looking like it's looking like it's going to be delayed. So at the least, we're not going to be getting an opportunities right now at the moment to get these on the sneakers app. So the only thing that means to me is the password page not up yet. Matter of fact, let me do a screen share. Let's start there. Let's do a screen share. Alright. Travis Scott. Let's see. What's the temperature on these, man? I'm trying to check the temperature. Like, if our only opportunity to cop these kicks is going to be on the Travis Scott website, we already know, man. There's too many videos out there with these kicks. Too many. So you already know the back door is happening. The site's gonna get cooked. It's gonna get cooked. Let's see what we got here. Travis Scott action figure. Rodeo album. USB. Rodeo 10-year edition. $200. Yeah. So yeah, man, we just waiting on the password page. You know, at this point, I ain't interested in none of this. None of this. Nada. Rodeo 10-year zip-up hoodie. $150. $150. And wow, look at the difference. Yeah, man. I ain't worried about none of this. If these kicks don't go up on the sneakers app, if these kicks don't make it up to the sneakers app, let me turn my light on. I'm over here sitting in the dark. All right, here we go. If these kicks don't make it to the sneakers app, I'm gonna tell you right now, the majority of us are gonna be cooked when it comes to this app. That's kind of where we at. The majority of us are gonna be cooked if we are relying on this Travis Scott website. We're waiting on the password page. It's crazy because there's a lot of chatter on the internet right now. There's a lot of talks. There's a lot of people are saying it's delayed. They're saying it's not gonna happen, and there's a lot of silence. So if we take a look at the pattern, we know that the pattern shows that normally they come out on the Travis Scott website, and then a couple of days later, we'll get a drop on the sneakers app. We were hearing that it was going to be Japan only. Now we're hearing nothing. So let's see. Let's see how this release plays out. What up, what up? Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Do me a solid, just double tap your screen, like the video. It just spreads the video to more people. That's the way the algorithm works on YouTube, so I would appreciate that. It's a golden nugget for all of your favorite YouTubers that you watch. If you just like the video, it's not for bragging rights. It just helps the algorithm push the video out to more people, that's all. But shout out to everybody who's viewing. I appreciate you. Say what up in the comment section. Holla at me. I'm in that mountain time. I'm in Colorado. It is 12:58 a.m. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Where are y'all tapping in from? Where are you tapping in from? Say what up. But this video is just really to check the temperature, man. I mean, today's the 20th. The day is here. We're supposed to be seeing it. These Fragment 2.0s. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, me personally, I'm making it my business. I'm making my business not to go crazy over these kicks. If I can cop them for retail, that's my plan. I want to cop them for retail. I do not see this kick now, because I'm on record saying that, well, this is about a week ago. I was on record saying that I could see this kick going for like $400. You know, I don't see that happening anymore. There's too much hype around it. Of course, you know, this not only is it Travis Scott, but it's a Fragment. So I don't know. I see this kick going right now for a minimum. I'm talking about the floor price of $1,000. Even after they drop, even after people get them in hand and they're gonna start selling them, I can see the floor price being $1,000 for this kick, which is crazy, because I'm not touching the resale market on these. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you what my plan is, and I'm not even trying to be negative. I'm really not trying to be negative, but my plan is I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna spin the block, and I'm gonna pick up those Air Jordan 1 Nigel Sylvesters, better with time. I will spin the block and actually pick those kicks up. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. That's my plan. I saw those on foot. Shout out to one of my boys. I picked up my brother from the airport last week, and he had them on foot. And I was like, man, those things are looking good. So that's been my plan. I'm gonna definitely go for those Nigels. I'll just spin the block and pick up those Nigels. Happy in the build. Thanks for tapping in, Happy. What up? What's good? Thanks. I appreciate you. If you get some time, check out my channel. I love it. We actually have a podcast. Me and my boys, We're Your Kicks 26, my guy Jay Elevate, and my boy Purple Haze. His channel is coming soon. But we have a podcast every Saturday morning. So this morning, 7 o'clock my time. No, 8 o'clock, right? No, I'm bugging. 7 o'clock Mountain Time. That's going to be 9 o'clock Eastern. Let's go one pair at a time. And yeah, we talk about sneaker releases and cops and drops and all that good stuff. So, good stuff like that. Face Rap said, you should make a bowl of some late night Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch if you have some. You know what's so crazy? What's crazy is, tell me why over the past couple, I don't know, it's probably been a little bit over a month now, but I've been doing this intermittent fasting. And I no longer eat between the hours of 9. Well, I only eat actually between the hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. I've been on this journey. I've been losing some weight. I was 270 pounds. I am kind of tall. I'm 6'3". But I just weighed myself yesterday and I'm down to 248. So your boy is losing some weight. And I do not eat out past 9 o'clock p.m. So I got 12 hours to eat and I got 12 hours of no eating. So this is my source right here. It's the good old agua. That's where we at. The Trav Scout website. We're still waiting on the password page. That's it. I mean, we don't have any other information. Nothing else here. Nothing else to see here. So like everybody's just like in limbo. Like straight up. Everybody's in limbo. That's where we at. Everything's in limbo. He said, I heard that's how you factory reset your stomach. Keep it up, man. Appreciate you. Salute to you. Torrin says, I have to ask, what's up with guys being like women and having 50 pairs of shoes? Why have so many just for them to fit there? Good question. I actually address this frequently. I address this question frequently. If I wasn't into content creation, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I would still have a good amount of shoes. It's just my thing, right? Most people, whenever they ask this question, they kind of get a little rude or disrespectful with it, and be like, what a waste of money or whatever the case is. Everybody has their thing, and I don't knock anyone who does whatever they like to do. Like, let me give you a good example. I'll give you a good example. I'm a bowler. I'm 45 years old, right? And I like to go bowling, and I'm actually a pretty good bowler. I've been bowling since I was a kid. But I like to go bowling. Now, bowling equipment can be kind of expensive. So just to kind of give you a little example, depending on the bowling ball and your equipment and blah, 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 a bowling ball can cost you $250. After you get it drilled and you get your inserts in it and all that good stuff, you can be, south of $300, for a brand new bowling ball. And someone might look at that and be like, man, that is such a waste of money. You can go to the bowling alley and use a house ball and, use it for free. You get a lane and you just practice. But these are like performance bowling balls, and people bowl for money, and I do tournaments and stuff like that. If you look at any professional athlete, that they're going to have professional equipment, performance equipment. But my point is, if you have a watch collection, or maybe you're into fragrances and colognes, or maybe you like to go golfing, maybe you like cars, maybe you like to go to the movies every week, whatever your thing is, like literally whatever your thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. Kind of one of the joys and freedoms of being an adult, man. You can literally do whatever you want to do. So sneakers is my thing. You know, that's the best way I can describe it. It's I don't really look at it as men being like women and having a bunch of sneakers. It's literally whatever you like to do. I ain't got a problem with it. You know, you're free. That's the joys of being an adult. You can literally do what you want to do. You know what I mean? So, no. I didn't. Nah, fam. I didn't process it as hate. Like straight up, I didn't process it as hate. For real. For real. Not at all. Like I said, I am into content creation, so this is a business, and when you know, like I'll give you a good example. When you know what you have, right? I'll go get a sneaker, and I'll show you. Stand by. Yes. The ones that I keep, the ones that I plan on keeping, I definitely wear my kicks. There's no doubt about it. I actually wear my sneakers so much. I normally get on live and I do like sneaker cleaning. So if you look at, if you look at any of my lives, like in the past, I'll be cleaning kicks like crazy. Even sneakers that's not mine, I'll be cleaning them up. But let me share something with you real quick. All right, Travis Scott. All right, peep this. Put you on like a little bit of like the sneaker game, and it's not the same for everyone. Definitely not the same for everyone. All right, here we go. All right, so just as an example, if you're still with me, take a look at these kicks right here. Now this is called the Air Jordan 5, Awake, New York. Awake is a store back on the East Coast, back in New York. Let me back out of this for a second. Alright. Alright, so we take a look at the price chart here. See this pink sneaker. Size 12 is going for $768. A 12 and a half is going for $776, and the size 13 is going for $774. Yes, $700 for this pink shoe. It's called the Jordan 5. Right? Alright, cool. That's this shoe right here. So I paid retail for it. Retail was what, $225? So I paid $225 for it. And this is a $700 shoe. I'm just using it as an example. So I invest into the stock market. There's multiple things. I'm a business owner. I live in Colorado. I have a moving company out here, right? I have employees that work for me and all that good stuff. So I do look at this as a business. I treat this as a business. I have fun doing it. Of course, it's a hobby of mine. I don't have these shoes to flex on nobody and be like, aha, look what I got. That's not even like my personality, just to be honest. That's not my character. I have fun doing it, you know what I mean? So it's something that I'm passionate about. I love to do. I love to wear my kicks or whatever the case is. But, I also treat it like a business. And you can treat it like a business, you know what I mean? I don't really consider myself a reseller. Have I sold kicks? Sure. I've sold a lot of sneakers, but I don't really call myself a reseller. I look out for my subscribers. So like if you were interested in picking up a sneaker that I can help you get, I'd help you get it. I'd help out. But yeah, man, respect though. It's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Are they gonna drop on the Travis site? And when do you know? The when do you know part, honestly, you don't. You will know. You will know when everybody knows, because it's gonna be flooded all over the internet. People are gonna be making videos about it. People are gonna be all over X, and they're gonna be like, the site's live. Go ahead and enter. You know, shoot your shot, and that's when you know. You find out when everybody else knows. Yeah. At the moment, it's looking like it's gonna be on his site directly, which is always kind. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of like the problem. That's the problem. You know, his site's gonna be cooked as usual. It's gonna be a very difficult cop. So if you're interested into these kicks, it's gonna be difficult to get. And there's a lot of pairs that's backdoored. Backdooring has been going on since the beginning of time. So the shoe's already out and about. You know. So now that don't mean that I don't think it's gonna come to the sneakers app. Number one, we don't know when. So traditionally speaking, we normally see drops to sneakers a couple of days after it releases on the site. Traditionally speaking, the last fragments, the 1.0s, I guess let's call them that. You know, dropped on the sneakers app. I've been hearing stock numbers of 40,000 pairs, which is a decent amount of shoes, to be honest with you. I mean, let me put it this way: 40,000 pairs is not a lot of pairs, but you know, it's a decent amount. People should get dubs with 40,000 pairs available. People will get dubs, you know, with that. But it seems like no hype in the build. What up? But it's looking like this shoe's gonna be kind of scarce. And when you're dealing with scarcity and FOMO and hype, drives the prices up. No hype. What's good with you? What's the dealie? You know me, man. I'm in here tapped in. I should be sleeping, but y'all know I don't sleep much. That's one thing I don't do much is sleep. I don't sleep much. And you know I'm gonna be on here one pair at a time early. I'm gonna be back on here literally in 5 hours and 50 minutes. That's I'll be back on here. So you just chilling? Yeah, I feel you. I went to a birthday party tonight. One of my homies had a birthday, and the wife and we went out to go celebrate with her. Went to this spot called the View House. It's out here. They got a couple of locations out here. One it's not really the tech center. Yeah, I guess it is the tech center. But yeah, it's a nice little chill spot. They had some live music going on there. It was dope. My man said, I got my Fire Red 5s in the mail today. Absolutely loved them. Let me tell you something. When I was talking to Jay Elevate earlier today, well, should I say yesterday now, because it's a new day, when we were on our stream, I actually put the Fire Red 5s. I put these black tongues over the Grape 5s. And he was like, wow. I was like, the joints is nice. The joints are nice. So I put the Fire Red 5s over the Grape 5s. The joints is dope. The joints is dope. So, what's your thoughts on these Travis? No hype? It's funny, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's a ton of videos. There's a ton of YouTuber. There's a ton of YouTuber videos talking about these kicks. And don't nobody know nothing. That's the best part about it. I don't know nothing. I know nothing. You know, we over here waiting on this password page to pop up. If we get it, we get it. You know, we're waiting on this password page. That's it. Other than that, we're all waiting on this right here. Travis Scott action figure. That is freaking hilarious. Plus Rodeo album, USB Rodeo 10-year edition. $200. Oh, let me go ahead and order right now. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at Z Sneakerhead. Let's take a look at some. Let's get positive. Let's get positive. Let's take a look at some kicks coming out. Why not? Take a look at some mock-ups. Let's take a look at some rumors. Let's do that. I'm over here clowning. Yo, where your kicks? What up? Yo, what are you doing up, man? The Mexican 3s are live right now at Shoe Palace app. Mexican 3s are live right now at Shoe Palace app. Yo, are you messing with them? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Them 3s, I ain't gonna lie, man. Them 3s is looking nice. I don't think I'm gonna touch them, but them 3s is looking nice, bro. I am not even gonna hold you. No, hype said I'm not really a hype person and hate Travis Scott shoes, but good luck to the ones that want them for the toe. Yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? So earlier, I had mentioned this earlier. I was saying earlier, I'm actually more interested in spinning the block, and if I can cop these better with time, these Jordan 1 Nigel Lows, if I can cop those, I'd actually be very happy. I want those kicks. I'm good on the fragments, to be honest with you. I'm gonna shoot my shot for them if I can, but I'm not gonna flip out. I'm not gonna bug out. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'd rather get those Nigels, and I would be extremely satisfied with those. Hey Lou, are you gonna be on a live this morning? Jay said he will not. I don't think Jay's gonna make it. And if he does, he said he'll be late. So I'm not sure if he's going to be on. Not to mention, I have a job in the morning as well. So I got to pretty much boogie right after the job. We'll go to work. I actually got a pretty big move. I don't know why I'm not sleeping. But then again, like I said, I don't sleep much. So it's all good. No, I said, yeah, the Nigels are way better in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would be extremely happy. Yo, y'all got to excuse my ignorance. Y'all really do. Tell me why I was looking up these Nigels earlier. Where was I at? Was I on go? Alright, stand by, hold on. Yo, I need y'all to tell me why. I didn't know anything about this shoe. I don't know if I'm late to the party or what, but I haven't seen literally anyone talking about this kick. I just might be late to the party, to be honest with you. I'm just being completely. Y'all know I'm a Jordan 1 guy, and I haven't heard literally anyone speak about this shoe right here. Size 12 is going for $740. 13 is going for $635. Sig in the build. What up, Sig? What's good? What up? What's good? Myself step back from 8 pairs a month to 1, maybe 2, which means I'll be passing on a lot I like, unfortunately. Yo, no hype. Yo, there's nothing wrong with that. When I tell you there's nothing wrong with that, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like flat out. I got my plans on some other things that I'm going to be attacking as well. I shared this a couple of lives ago. So since I got a few people tapped in, I'm going to share it again. I'm going to start another YouTube channel after I get this one monetized, and I should be monetized I put myself on a plan. I'm pretty much on a schedule, so I have a goal. I should be monetized by the end of November. I will have this channel monetized. And when I get this channel monetized, I'm going to start another YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm going to run this little sneaker joint here. But my boy Elliot came up with a name. I'm still juggling names. But he mentioned kicking stocks. Yeah, kicking stocks. Yeah. No, bro. Look, I get it. I get it. What up? What up? But anyway, kicking stocks, right? So this is my idea. I'm just kind of brainstorming this joint out loud. I invest into the stock market, right? I've been investing in the market since like 2020, since like COVID. Like self-taught, Shout out to everybody online who's been passing along, that good advice. But kind of like learned about stocks, like self-taught during 2020 during COVID. I just wanted to do something new, learn something new. Anyway, I'm gonna be taking. Check this out. It's gonna be called like kicking stocks, or from stocks and sneakers, or something like whatever it's gonna be, right? But the whole point is, I'm now gonna be flipping kicks from here and investing it into the stock market. I already invest into the stock market, but just for the sake of the channel, I'm gonna open up a brand new account, so people can see whether I'm investing into like an ETF fund, or whether I'm picking a basket of stocks, or I'm going with individual companies, or whatever the case is. I'm just gonna literally be literally sharing my profile, my account, and showing people how I'm copying these kicks and I'm getting profit, and I'm investing into the stock market and making more money. You know what I mean? So somewhere around there, you know what I mean? Kind of educational, teaching people or whatever, but also showing people, just something, a little something else that, that I do. I'm not a financial advisor. I ain't go to school for this stuff, which kind of makes it even more fun because, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. So, but that's going to be like another channel that I will start up. I'm a drummer in church. I thought about doing like a drumming channel, but whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of things I do. I thought about starting up a bowling channel because I bowl and I'm well connected, within that scene as well. But I don't know. I will do the stocks in the sneakers thing though. I will start changing some stuff around. Salute. He said you're tuned in for sure. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Oh, you drum as well? That's what's up. Look, and I love bowling. So I started drumming in about 15 years ago. I lost a child in 2010. I got a kid that died, and I was in so much pain. I had stopped drinking alcohol, right? So I was in so much pain to where like I was real big into fitness too, right? So I'd be in the grocery store just shopping, and I'd be in so much pain. I just dropped down to the floor, start doing some push-ups or whatever, like just kind of burn up this pain. A good buddy of mine, his name is Robbie. He's a firefighter out here in Denver, and he had a drum kit, and I used to go over to his house and just like, thank you, appreciate that. I used to go over to his house and I would just like, just bang, just bang on his kit, you know what I mean, just to release this pain or whatnot. To this day, even though I've been drumming for like 15 years, to this day, I don't know how to read sheet music. I just don't. I can listen to a beat and play it. I mean, God has just taken this gift and just grown it. So like, I drum in church and all that. You know what I mean? I've had opportunities to get paid and drum in like mega churches, and I never just took up on it. I'm part of like a small church out here, and I love the church that I'm a part of. So, I'm right where I'm at. But yeah, I can't sing, so drumming is like my thing. That's my way of worship. So, it is good therapy. It sure enough is. Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at some kicks. Let me get on Z Sneakerhead over here. Breaking True Blue. Air Jordan 3 OG is expected to return the fall of 26. True Blue 3s. That's exactly what a True Blue would look like. is it. Oh, this looks like a little mock-up here. Newsprint, Air Jordan 11 currently expected to release holiday 25 in limited quantity. Oh, you know what? I think these are all part of that pack. Where is it at? Yep, okay. All right, we got the Houston, the city of Atlanta, Georgia, and then Las Vegas. So yeah, those are part of that pack. I do think these are going to be limited though. And as clean as this look, I like the way that Houston looks, but as clean as this look, to be honest with you, I'm good on these. And I like them, but yeah, there's nothing here that's screaming out like yeah, I gotta have it. And I like 11s too. That's the crazy part. But joints is clean. I ain't gonna lie. Joints is clean, but it doesn't scream must have, must cop. Just Sig said passing on the 11s. He said poop. Purpose of the church to keep black people petrified of white people. White people. White God. You know, if that's your thought, that's your thought. If that's your take, that's your take. You got the right to feel how you feel. I ain't here to convince you one way or the other. You do what you do. You do you. 2025 Pearl Nike Air Foam Posit Pro In-Hand Look, releasing on November 28th, Black Friday. Though I like the way these look, I'll tell you which one I like. I like the way those cough drops look. Alright, let me see. We got that pack. There. Here's the first look. 2025 Canvas Air Jordan 11. Alright, yeah, this gotta be a mock-up because that looks terrible. Oh, that looks bad. Newsprint. Canyon purple. I think this purple will look nice with a lighter color lace for sure. If I was to buy any phones, it would have been an eggplant joints. The rest of them are easy pass. Yeah, the eggplants are nice. I think Jay has a pair of the eggplants. The green goblin joints are nice. Green goblin phones look fire as well. They're actually coming out. He said those look awful. That purple pair is hard for real. Yeah. That actually looks nice. I will put a lighter color, maybe like a sail lace. I will definitely go with something lighter just to have that pop. I think this shoe right here actually has some potential. Yeah, this one right here actually got some potential. I like the way that looked. What else we got here? Let's see. We got a lot of, the Yalls breaking. Yellow Air Jordan 4 is expected to return fall of 26, so we're back on the rare air game now. Now these are kind of giving the vibes. It's not exactly the same, but these are kind of giving the vibes of those the Vivid Sulfur, that woman's release, kind of like a black and yellow Jordan 4 that we got last year. I want to say, I think it was last year. My memory served me correctly. But right up in here will be black. If I'm not mistaken, the whole netting will be black. Clean kick? It's a clean kick. He said the leather was trash on the Vivid Sulfurs. Black laces will be fire on those. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The black laces would actually help that pop. Predominantly white shoe, so you're absolutely right. A little lace swap on them bad boys, it would look nice. I would probably even go with like a dark gray, just because if you take a look at the eye stays there, it almost looks like some sort of charcoal or something like that. Yeah, it would pop it out. The leather on here actually looks pretty nice. Like everything is really tumbled right on out. Tumbled tongue, everything. Yeah, everything else looks tumbled on this. I know this. Like I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is a clean kick. It looks clean. It looks clean. Looks very clean. Centaur yellows. Man, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Rare Air 11s? For sure, it changed the whole shoe fire. Yep. What are your thoughts on these joints? Actually, it says it's been pushed back. The Air Jordan 11 Rare Air has been pushed back October 20th. When I initially seen these, I do like the high cut patent leather. That doesn't bother me at all. Overall, I actually like the way these look. You already know that bottom is gonna get demolished. I mean, it's gonna get dirty and look nasty. I'll just have to keep these clean. It comes to the territory of having a white bottom now. It is what it is with that. But there was something here that I kind of didn't like, and now I'm actually not seeing it now. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Well, at least I'm not seeing it on this pair. But right over here in the eye stage, right, it has spelled Jordan, Jordan, and then on the other side, the reverse, Jordan. I'm not seeing that lettering on this particular pair. I'm really not, actually. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it on this pair. Yep, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. You got to complete the pack. No hype. Do you have the Cinnabar? Do you have the Jordan 1 Cinnabars? That's one pair that's out that I do not have yet. And speaking of, what are they going for? Let's see. Oh, yeah, they going for size 8 for the white. 108. It's not bad. It's not bad. Probably get the white like on size. No, actually, she's a size 7. I think she's a 7 bands. Still not bad. Retail for 180. It's not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a lot. Get those nuts to complete the pack. King Midas in the build. What up, King? What's good with you? What's good? Alright, he said, nah, you don't have them. Yeah, I know. It sucks that they don't make them in larger sizes. Letters are on the eye stay. Yeah. Before, I was clearly able to see that it said Jordan. It had Jordan like J here, ORDN. And then on the inverse side, it had a reverse. The J was on top, ORDAN. right here, I cannot make out what that says. I really can't. Maybe that's just because this is just a mock-up picture, but that's not spelling anything out to me here. Yeah, not in this picture. It's not. But I've seen it. I've seen it in other pictures. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oof, retail 235. Jesus. Alright, here goes more of those true blue threes. More of the Tory yellows. Here goes another. Yeah, it's the purples, man. Like the purples gravitate towards me. This moonwalker was actually looking pretty nice. I didn't go for them. I didn't touch them, but these moonwalkers were looking pretty nice. I like the purple. It's color royalty. The purple be looking tough. I'll tell you right now, I'll get down with purple way faster before I get down with pink. No doubt about that one. 2025 carbon fiber Nike Air Foamposite 1 official images releasing on October 10th. These mugs are looking like Gamma Foamposites. Carbon fiber. They make my size just way too much other shoes I need other than drawing. So the leather looks A1. Befrost said they ugly. He said, yeah, I'd ball in those moonwalkers, but I don't play as much these days anymore. Man, the last time I hooped, like true story, the last time I went to go hoop, it was probably about 2 weeks ago. And these guys were trying their hardest. It was like, yo, old school can shoot. Yo, you trying to run a game book, Rick? Threes and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. I was just shooting, having some fun, man. Just getting some shots in. I was like, nope. You ain't about to have me out there. Pulling, snapping, nothing. Absolutely not. I'm good. Nope. Alright, we got 2025 Pine Green Nike Air Foamposite Pro in hand look, releasing December 19th. They've been hitting us with, with these Foamposites as well. A couple of pairs, man. There's carbon fibers, the greens, the cough drops. We had them blue joints. And these joints is looking clean. They looking clean. They do have some nice colorways. I give them that. King Mighty said, I'm about to start rocking LeBron's more on the prices. All the LeBron sneakers are crazy low right now, so I'm grabbing all the gems while I can. I feel you. I know Sneaky Tyler's been grabbing up them LeBrons as well. For sure. Spin said I would rock them. I like this color. I do like this color. When did these drop in? December 19th, 25. This right here is one of them shoes to where, like, if they were to sit on the Nike app, I would go ahead and get a juicy deal on these and go ahead and pick these up. We don't have a price though, do we? But yeah, I would go ahead and grab those. 2026 Valentine's Day, the Air Jordan 4 detailed look releasing on February 7th. Now look, let me tell you guys what's so special about February 7th. Now, February 7th is a very important day, right? Not just because it's 1 week before Valentine's Day and y'all got to get your Valentine's Day gifts together. It's just because February 7th is my birthday, so it's a good day. That's regardless of these sneakers are dropping or not. February 7th is a solid day. That's all. Yeah, you say those pine greens are crazy. Those are a must. I have to have those fours. These things are looking tough. These things. All right, so look, I see a little trim, right? Like the piping is like red piping. All right, my bad. I'm all zoomed in on my face. On my face. All right, there we go. All right, I see the piping there, right? Clean kick. When I first saw these, it was kind of given, the friends and family, the SB, the SB4s. Nice shoe. It's a very nice shoe. I like that trim. I do like that. I do like the fact that we got that piping with that trim, that red there. Perfect. Good job. Perfect for Valentine's Day though. Just to have that red and everything. Perfect. Where are the sneakers dropping? Which sneaker are you referring to? Are you talking about the Travis Scotts? Which ones are you talking about? If you're referring to Travis Scott, we're just pretty much waiting for the password page to pop up for Travis Scott here. At the moment, everybody's just in limbo. If that's what you're talking about. Leather wings and back tab make them a must. Yeah, even though I had copped those, what were they? The oxidized greens? The oxidized green fours? Had leather wings on there. Matter of fact, the oxidized green fours even gave us a leather back tab, which was really nice actually. Really nice. Yep. Shit, I love my oxidized green fours. Air Max Gold 97. Heck yeah. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Shout out to everybody who was tapped in. I appreciate all y'all, man. I tell you what I really need to do. I need to go get some rest. Matter of fact, I was editing a video. Hold on. Let me release this video real quick. Let's see. I'm about to release a video. Let's see. Alright, cool. Just dropped the video. Thunders. Yes, yep. I do got the white Thunders. Shit, the shoe is amazing. So freaking wearable, no doubt about it. Yep, got the white Thunders. I don't have red Thunders. But yep, got the white, got the yellow, showing off. And, which is crazy too, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the white Thunders sat for a little bit. They sat for a little bit. Yeah, I remember these sitting for a little bit. I sure do. I sure does. Yeah. Love these joints. Love these joints. No doubt about it. Oh, all right. Here we go. The Jordan 5. We know we've been seeing a lot of 5s. You got 2026 Wolf Gray, Jordan 5 detailed look. Releasing on January 10th. Full family sizing. Bow. Fives are, we've been getting hit with 5s. No, I said I sold my yellows. Okay. Everyone hit that like button. I would appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who's tapped into the live stream. Hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It's your guy, Mr. Think I'm Possible. Shout out to everybody who is tapped in. Appreciate y'all. So hell yeah. They sat. I caught a restock sitting 2 months after they dropped on shoe polish. Yep. They showing up. I remember that. You know what? That wouldn't have been a bad pickup. If you're just gonna flip one on the side, it's not a bad pickup. I actually do remember that. I caught my pair with ease, and yep, I think I got mine from JD. Caught my pair with ease and have no issues. I even got a pair for the wife. Yep, the wife got a pair of those too. Showing up. Yeah, once again, I think these joints will look dope with a little lace swap as well. I would go with some lighter laces in here. I even think black would pop. Even though I don't see any black on the shoe, I think black would pop as well. But I would go with a lighter lace with a sail, something. Ooh, a blue lace would actually rock too. The sky, like a light blue. Yeah, that would look dope on those. Those are on my list for 2026. I've had my list done for almost 2 months now. That's good, man. You're a planner, and I'm a planner as well. I'm the same way. The best thing we did was start making a list at the beginning of the year and sticking to it. See, before I even read your message, I agree with that. I am a planner. Matter of fact, I'm kind of like one of the only guys on the panel. Like whenever everybody else start talking about, should they start giving us these early looks of shoes, like, we're only halfway through the year. We're already looking at kicks for 2026. You always hear me say, look, I'm here for it. I'm a planner. So, because, so some people would have to take of, nah, I think it kills the shoe. Like, that's what they say. For me, it doesn't. If I like something, I'm going to get it. Me, if I know 4 months in advance that, I need to mentally prepare for this kick, financially prepared, then that's what I'm going to do. So I love it. It's not a killjoy for me. It's not like it destroys the sneaker. It's like, well, I don't want it now since I've been looking at it since last year. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of like one of the only ones that actually say that. Everyone else be like, nah, they should relax on the sneak peeks. And I'm like, I'm here for it. I want to know. Oh, I said 100. Yeah, these joints is looking crispy. I'm not gonna hold you. These joints is looking crispy. King Mighty said, question for everyone in the chat and you. Which Jordan model do you think will be the next to go crazy once the Air Jordan 4 hype cools off? I'm with you on that. No hype with the 5s. I'm with you on that. No hype says 5s, and I'm with you on it. As long as, all right, I'm gonna second that. I'm gonna second his 5, but I have a but. Pause. But I have a however. As long as they don't start giving us just random 5s. Let me say it this way. I'm not even gonna say for the most part. mainly speaking, every 5 that we have gotten so far has been a 5 with purpose, right? So we've been getting some good 5s, and they're 5s with purpose. Let me compare it to the Air Jordan 1. Y'all know the Air Jordan 1 is my number one, is my favorite silhouette. I love the Jordan 1. But they be like pimping out the one. They put like any color blocking, any colorway. They just give us random ones that like we don't really need. And clearly they sit and they kind of, you know, oversaturated the Jordan 1. So as long as they don't oversaturate the Jordan 5, like prime example, this is a shoe right here. This is just, oh my bad, let me go back to it. This is the shoe right here with purpose. It's a wolf gray. This is a shoe with purpose. We just got the Jordan 5 fire red, black tongue. That's your shoe with purpose. We got grape 5s. That's your shoe that has a purpose. We got black metallics. That's your shoe that has purpose. We got 2 pairs of the awake 5s. Those are shoes with purpose. You see, so they're not just dropping like just random crappy color blocking, crappy colorways. We're actually getting 5s with purpose. That's just my take on it. So I do agree with that. As long as they don't start giving us just these, blasting us with these random colorways, the 5, I do agree with that. I know I dragged that out, but that's my take. That is my take. And No Hype said it's already starting. They seriously overdid the Jordan 1 colorways. Yes. Waiting for the white metallics next year. Yeah. I think the 5s are on track. So like, now, a shoe that really surprised me has been the Jordan 9, right? I did not, I'm telling you right now, just to be completely transparent, I did not see cool gray 9s moving the way that they did. Blew my mind. People fighting. I'm talking about like fist fights. And peep this, I'm not even talking crap about the 9s. I like 9s, right? But people were getting into fist fights over a Jordan 9. And I was like, wow. Simply wow. Olive 9s are dope. I still want a pair. I still need a pair of those. When I was in Florida for SneakerCon earlier this year, that was in January. I was out in Florida for SneakerCon, Fort Lauderdale. The Olive 9s were literally just sitting in the store. They were sitting readily available, and I didn't pull the trigger on them. Every time I walk past the store, I take a look at them in hand and hold them and look at them, and I didn't pull the trigger on them. So I still need to spin the block for some Olive 9s. And now that I said that, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look-see. It's the 93 pair. Let's see. 2024. Yeah, I like these joints. Okay. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I would definitely sell a pair of kicks. I would definitely sell a pair of kicks to acquire these. There's no doubt about it. That I would. Yeah. Speaking of, they're my winter snowshoe. I have 8s. I have these, what do they call, like gunmetal 8s? I have winter, oh my goodness. Love these kicks. I have winterized 8s. Gunmetal. Oh, love these joints in the cold or in the snow. Perfect kick. I made a video about these things. I was like, not only was my foot dry, my foot was hot. Yeah, I was almost sweating in these things. That's how comfortable and how insulated these kicks are. Love it. I will be pulling those out this winter. There's no doubt about it. King might have said at this point, Nike's designing Jordan 1s like it's a game show. Spin the color wheel and whatever it lands on, boom, new release. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. And I love the Jordan 1, but I was looking at and then watch this. Not only is it, well, clearly it's the Jordan 1, right? But then it's like they're giving us three. They're giving us three because you got a Jordan 1 high, you got a Jordan 1 mid, you have a Jordan 1 low. So now you got three cuts with the same doggone colorway. It's like you're just running it into the ground. Sig said, I want a pair of all of nines. Perfect fall winter shoe. I agree with that 100%. That's why the only nine I need. That's the only nine I need. My nine collection is complete. Heck yeah. No hype said. Winterized 8s. Yeah, I love them. I freaking love them. Said I'm pissed I passed on those. Yeah, I love those for the cold, fam. Straight up. Yeah, you're right. You're right. OG highs. The regular lows, OG lows, you're right. It's 4 cuts. I missed that one. You're absolutely right. So they be dogging them. Dogging them out. I let the sneaker community talk me out of it. That's why I'm so firm on staying true to what I want now. Nah, I think it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You got OG lows and regular lows. You're absolutely right. So they be hitting us with, with them Jordan 1s, and I was like, All right, let's get back here. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. I appreciate everybody who's tapped in. Double tap that screen, like the video, subscribe to the channel, give me a follow. I'll be doing all types of stuff, man. I'll be on here doing sneaker cleanings and review. I'll be doing all that stuff. All right, let's see. We already got to that. Classic kick. Who copped today? Classic kick. Man, these things are so doggone clean. They are. If you like 5s, you're gonna like these joints. These Black Ton 5s are tough. Real tough. 2025. Tokyo. Here goes number 5. You see, once again, you remember I was talking about as long as you got a 5 with purpose? Here goes a good example. This is another 5 with purpose. It's a Tokyo 5. It's not some random 5 that they just threw out there. This is a 5 with purpose. Sent to release September 27th. Yes, sir. That's my answer. I already love it with the black laces. Yes, sir. I would put some white laces in there. Air Force Ones. You're going for Air Force Ones. Larry said, "Can you look at the 14s? My favorite Jordan. Which 14 do you like, Larry? Where you at?" Yeah, I'm grabbing my double up next week. That Fire Red 5 is a shoe that you're gonna want a fresh pair. I said that to Jay, your fam. I'm gonna tell you right now, I said that to Jay a couple of days ago. I was like, your boy's waiting on a juicy deal on the Nike app. I don't think they have it's probably even less now. Last time I looked, I think they had like a size 10 sitting on there, and it's probably even less. Let me take a peek real quick. But I was like, yeah, if we get a restock on them, yeah, that's gonna be a double up. Them black tongues are fresh. All right, at the moment, they got 10.5 and smaller. Everything else larger is sold out. Yeah, those black tongues are serious. Serious they is. 2025 Gamma Air Jordan 11 in-can look released in December 13th. Gamma. Yes, yes, and yes. My final answer. And yes, final answer. Absolutely. Please and thank you. Sig said he needs those Tokyos. I had a good collection of 14s, but sold them. Y'all know my story. Ferrari 14s is my first 14 ever. Like it too. Super comfortable, lightweight shoe. But yeah. He said I got Nike gift card to use too. That's right. I ain't mad at you. We're at 10 and 5, so I should be good for a bit. Yeah, no doubt. Double yes to Gammas. I'm right there with you. Yeah. These mugs are clean. Yes and yes and yes. There ain't no doubt about it. I'm here for it. Okay, what are your thoughts on the Bloodline 12s? What are your thoughts on these? Bloodline Air Jordan 12 is released in summer 2026, coming in this color blocking. Laney 14s, yeah. Laney 14s are dope. And black and white 14s, yep. All of those, all of that's dope. It wasn't until after the black and white 14s went crazy on resale. That's when the community started going after the 14s. Yeah, that's why all the 14 fans are tight. People just hopped on them because they never did in resale, for sure. Sig said they alright. Yeah, it's pretty basic. It's definitely pretty plain, for sure. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that though. I don't know. As basic as this is, like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm actually feeling these. As basic as it looks. Got a black sneaker with some red hits on it. As basic as this looks, I'm actually feeling these joints. Weird. No hype said, I'm done with 12s after taxis. I have blues, cherries, and French blues. I've been thinking about spinning the block on them French blues. Now that they're sitting on the app and they're available, I can get a juicy deal on them joints. I was actually looking at them literally just yesterday. And that's another thing too. Like I actually get down with 12s. To me, 12s are very comfortable. I work with my flu games. Love them. All right. Now, I need y'all to correct me if I'm wrong, because when I first saw pictures of these Nike Sylvester Air Jordan 4 OGSP Sales Cinnabar, it's expected to release summer 2026. Now, when I first saw these kicks, maybe it was like a mock-up or whatever, these were looking like the Fire Reds, like Fire Red 4s. Now this image has changed. Now, this is on September 11th. So, am I bugging? Like, did we not see kind of like a fire red color blocking? Or is it just me? Like, am I bugging? that shoe I fell in love with after getting them in hand. Okay, all right, that's what's up. Red cements. Yeah, yeah, that does have a red cement color blocking, right? This does have like a red cement color blocking. It sure enough does. Yeah, Nike Air in the back. I tell you what, hard to tell, but I thought, yeah, this is definitely like a different picture from what I originally saw because I thought so. This is like all leather right here. I thought the other one had like that tough material, like how the brick by bricks had like that kind of like a little mud guard there towards the front there. I don't know. I don't know. This is looking like completely different. It's not looking bad, but it's just looking completely different. He said I'll be grabbing those early like I did my bricks. All right, fam. Good night. Good night. I need to lay it down too. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's look at some more kicks. Yeah, they're looking different. And this picture was dropped what on the 11th September 9/11. So yeah, he dropped this picture on 9/11. It's Dale Cinnabar. It's looking different. I wish I could find like some older versions here. 2025 Soulfly. Soulfly be having some nice little collabs. Nike Air on the back. Sunshine State. Miami. Soulfly, yeah. You know, if you are a fan, you can't go wrong with them. Alright, now we talking. 2025 Chicago. Air Jordan 1 Low OG detailed look dropping on November 15th. Now these, once again, is a please and thank you. Look at that big swoosh. You got that stamped on Air Jordan back there. Nice big wings logo. Look at that swoosh. This thing's looking nice. Clean. Super clean. Clean kick. Clean kick. Yeah. Oh yeah. Super clean. Infrared 6s are tough ski. Tough ski. No doubt about it. Infrared 6s are tough. Got a little sample pair here. What is it called? Laser what? Blue laser. Yeah, I'm tapping these down as a must for me. The Chicago 1 Lows, yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick those up and throw them on foot. Apply directly to forehead. Yeah, the blue laser. Yeah, these. I know this is. It says sample. This is looking. It's looking real quirky to me. I know it's just a little mock-up sample or whatever, sample pair, but yeah, that's a lot of blue. But then again, I ain't gonna lie. I said that about the nitros. I was like, that's a lot of red. And the nitros are dope. So there's that. But then if you look at the materials on here. Now these taxis right here, I can see these being the problem as well. 2025 taxi Air Jordan 12 OG detailed look, dropping on November 8th. I know you said you were good, no hype. You said I know you're good on taxis. He said if they're leather, I'll cop. But I gotta take it easy on the suede and new buck shoes. I feel you. I feel you on that. That I do. I feel you. He said I'm buying taxis. These joints are looking tough. These joints is looking tough. That's gonna be a yes, sir. That would be a yes, sir. And of course, 2025 Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1 Low OG SP the 2.0 frags. Images loaded. Sneakers ain't. I gotta complete my OG 12 set. Yeah, man, you got yourself a fresh collection for sure. Let me zoom in for anyone who's interested in these. Let me zoom in one more time. All right, there you go. That's about as close as you're gonna get to the sneakers right there. So just get real close to your screen, right? Touch your screen. You see how that leather feels? Can you feel the tumbleness? You probably can't because you're just touching the screen. That's gonna be as close as you get to this kick. Oh snap! So I'm sorry, I might sound a little out of pocket, but I feel white people wear more Travis Scotts than us brothers. I do be seeing people rock them, and I wonder if it's more out of hype versus you know what I mean, versus like let me put it this way. If I seen somebody rocking a lot of Jordan 1 lows, right? And then, you know, Travis comes out with a low and they cop it, I'll be like, all right, you are a low fan, right? So, you know, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, if people like, yo, I don't really do Jordan 1 lows, but I'm getting those Travis, that you know, that shows the bandwagon right there. All right, well, you know what? Here we go. 2025 Black Cat Air Jordan 4, releasing on Black Friday. Black on, black on, black on, black on Friday. Black Friday, Black Cat, black, black, black. I've seen some images of these. These are looking way better. I've seen images of these, and I'm like, man, what's going on with this shoe? Caging looking all off. The colors was looking a little distorted. Got that glossy Nike Air. Gloss midsole. Gloss eye stays. Good old Black Cat. Another picture of the black tongues, which are tough. OG lows, which are tough. Gammas, we've already seen that. White infrared. Air Jordan 6 OG is expected to return late 2026. No hype. Here you go. Here you go. Super duper clean ski. You can't go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with this. I can see it. Like, no lie, I can actually see that. And he said, I bet they resell for $230 to $250. The only way I don't see that happening, the only way I don't see that happening is if they was to give us like a super low stock. That's the if they gave us a super low stock on them black cats, I can see those things flying off the shelf. I can see it. Yeah, these joints is looking tough. Tough. Orange Citrus Air Jordan 3 expected to release April 25th, 2026. This is an easy no-look pass for me. Clean looking shoe, but that's a no-look pass. Not needed. Unnecessary. Travis Scott sneakers done for real. 100. Here's the Sierra Red again. Reverse infrared Air Jordan 6 releasing on Valentine's Day, February 14th. And boom. You cannot go wrong right here. You can't. You absolutely can't. Man, it is early in the morning. It's 2:18 in the morning. It's Mountain Time. Shout out to everybody who is tapped into the stream. I've been up on this mug for 2 hours and 28 minutes. I'm going to go to 2 hours, 1 hour and 28 minutes. I'm going to go to 1:30 because I'm going to be back on here in like, I don't know, 5 hours or so. I'm getting right back on. Just kind of running through some kicks here. 2025 Air Jordan 5 OG 35th anniversary. In-hand look releasing October 11th. But we got a 35th anniversary pair here. Obviously, we're running with some more pink. Now, here goes a super crazy take. Look at that 3M tongue there. Here goes a super crazy take. Even though I like my pink bubblegum pair, I would actually rock these before I rock my Arctic pink Awake shoes. Crazy take. But I actually would. I would actually rock these before I would rock these. I'm glad I got the shoe. I might even toss it and get rid of it. It's still pending. I even said it in my video. I was like, I still don't know what I'm doing with it. I was able to cop for retail, so I'm not complaining. But I would rock those 5s before I rock these. I'm just saying. Full transparency. Nice shoe. Nice shoe. Trade bait, possibly. Sneaky Tyler in the build. What up, Ty? What's good with you? Yeah, Man, I ain't been to sleep yet. It's freaking 2:20 in the morning. I'm about to be back on here, and typically at 7 o'clock, so 4 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to be right back on here with Lewis, doing the One Pair at a Time podcast. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Salute. Yes, Tyler, I just kind of been floating back and forth, looking for a password page to the Travis Scott site there. Nothing's been popping up, so that's all I've been doing. Seeing if anything was gonna pop up. Got online here, then started looking at some kicks. These are cleats, right? Yeah. Very composite cleats. Kind of showing a little history here of the 12s. Remastered here. See the difference in that spine. Yep, got a little history here. Good old taxis. Alright, so this is from August 29th. So now we can see the difference here in this Sierra Red, because this is why I was saying that these kicks reminded me of the SB Friends and Family, the SB4s, the reds, because here we don't even have like the leather straps here. So obviously this was just a mock-up. Now we got an updated image. So when I first saw these, I was like, yeah, it's giving SB4s. Cap and gown. Sixes. Cap and gown Air Jordan 6 releasing summer 2026. Of course, who remembers the cap and gown Air Jordan 11? Now this is a pair that I still need. I still need cap and gown 11s. That's what I still need. I still need cap and gown 11s. Please and thank you. I'll give you an unpopular take. Yeah, Tyler said I got them wide feets. Wide foots. Wide footses. Remember those? down this time on your fire reds. Temps is so much better. Stay 10.5. It's not a bad move. It's actually not a bad move at all. Yeah, I'm like a sucker for like camouflage, like literally anything. I just like the way it looks. I just like the way it looks. Chat. Here goes the scary part. Number one, I'm not even sleepy. That's number one. But I'm gonna force myself to lay down just because I have to be back on here for the One Period of Time podcast, and I gotta move in the morning, and it's kind of a decent sized job. So I got work in the morning. I'm gonna be back on here, and then right when I get off of here, I gotta go straight to work, and I got about 4.5 hours to make all of that happen. So I'm about to go upstairs, force myself to lay down, which I'm probably not gonna fall asleep anyway, but I'm gonna force myself to rest because I got work in the morning. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. No hype. Appreciate you as usual. Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate all the feedback, knowledge. You know what I mean? It's always love in this end. Shout out to everybody who's able to tap in on the stream. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming out and kicking with me. I know it's early in the morning, but look, it's always love. Have a good night. Salute. I'll be back on here in a couple of hours. Make sure you tap in. One period of time. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. See you in a couple of hours. I'm out. I'm a boogie. Man, I'm not sleepy.